Hey guys, I gotta make sure I'm going live from the right page because I think I messed something up. Oh no, I am going live from the right page. Give me 1 second to share it. I'm gonna do my fill. I need a fill. I did like a fake fill last week to do these tie-dye nails. And so I just used base coat, gel base coat, and gel top coat, and I called it a fill. And it definitely was not a fill, but I was playing around earlier. I feel like the time that I spent doing that, I probably would have accomplished an acrylic fill just as fast, but I don't know. I feel like I was in a rush. I don't know what I had going on, but I'm gonna remove this polish. But hey guys, welcome to my channel, and make sure you check in. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm trying to hurry up because Game of Thrones comes on, or House of the Dragon comes on in like 30 minutes. So I'm trying to hurry up and do and do this fill before it comes on. Maybe instead I'm gonna use a carbide bit instead. I was gonna start off with my mandrel, but I'm gonna use a carbide, so I can go a little bit faster. I think I've only had these on for like a week. There we go. So I already needed a fill before I did these nails. And I had a student ask me, she was like, okay, I get how to do a full set, I'm there, but now I got a client who wants to come back for a fill. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's really easy. And I think that a lot of information on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff, sometimes it's a little misleading as far as fills go, because we all do our fills differently. And there are times where a fill takes longer than a full set, especially if there's a lot of repairs, a lot of lifting, or if you're doing like a colored acrylic fill. There are definitely times where it takes longer than a full set would take. So pricing kind of varies from tech to tech when it comes to a fill, because it's not the same process for every technician or every client. So sometimes, not sometimes, but lately there's been like a lot of talk about how like fills are the same price as full sets, or fills take just as long or longer than a full set, depending on how long you wait for your fill. So it kind of can scare a beginner tech into thinking that a fill is more difficult than a full set, but it's not. The process is different for every client. It could be different for every client, but it's definitely different for every technician. I'm kind of unprepared today. I hope nothing goes dead. So again, I did my fill last week. I should have used acrylic, but instead I was in a rush and I was using gel polish. And I honestly think that it would have been a faster process if I would have just done it with acrylic. And I put this towel down because I knew it was about to get really dusty in here. I prefer to use a mandrel bit when it comes to removing when I'm doing a fill, because the carbide bit kind of leaves extra grooves and stuff in the nail that the mandrel and the sanding band don't. But I also believe that the carbide bit is faster when it comes to removing gel polish, unless you're using an extra coarse sanding band. But like I said, I already needed a fill, so my natural nail is kind of exposed, so I didn't want to go in with something as harsh and abrasive as the extra coarse sanding band. So I'm going to go in with the sanding band anyway, but it's going to be medium. All of this is gel polish, just a bunch of base coat. Okay, now this is the nail that has the most gel polish on it because it was lifted the most, so I just kept going in with base coat after base coat. But it was lifted to like up halfway the nail. I really should have taken this off immediately after I did it, but I don't know, busy. I feel like after this I'm gonna have to put my e-file on the charger, but I don't know which one of my kids stole the charger. There is so much clear gel polish on this nail, it's crazy. Like, I built an apex with base coat and everything. think I've had this Mani Pro since 2020. I was not going to buy it at first, but I needed a portable one. And I also feel like the reason why it's lasted so long without any maintenance is because it's not my main e-file. I normally use a table e-file. And then this is for at home. But yeah, I don't put too much wear and tear on it because it's so expensive, and for it to be so expensive, I do have experience with it. When I worked at a salon a long time ago, they used to break all the time. We used to always have issues with the hand pieces or things getting stuck in the hand piece. But luckily in California, if you're close to Orange County, like Garden Grove, you can actually take your e-file into the Coupa headquarters and they will maintenance it for you. So luckily I haven't had to have any maintenance on it. I did get my pieces stuck, a piece stuck, and I realized it was because my mechanism was clogged with, like, I'm sure it was just dust and debris. So because of that, I cleaned it for a couple days, and then I got the mechanism back working to release the bit that was stuck. So I like the e-file because it's the only portable one that I have found personally, like that I've actually used and have experience with, that is powerful as a table drill, and that way cutting down time, because a lot of portable e-files are not powerful. So you may go to a client's house or something, and then you got this weak portable e-file and it takes longer than it already does. So that's why I like this one. It is my choice of portable e-file. I feel like if you are a manicurist that is mobile, I feel like it's worth the money. If you're not mobile and you're stationed somewhere and you're using your e-file all day, every day, I wouldn't recommend spending $400 on the Mani Pro. I would recommend getting a really good table e-file with a nice strong motor that's going to last you forever, because it's going to be the same amount of money or less. So I mean, with the Coupa, if you're putting too much use on it, you're going to have to replace it. Oh, I'm talking mess and it died on me. Try to speed it up. Hopefully my charger is within reach, because I still need it. It's like, dang, give me a break. I know, but I got so much polish on these nails. I don't think I get as good a charge on it as I used to. But then again, like I said, I don't use it like, it's not everyday use, so I really couldn't give you a good review on the charge. It used to hold a good charge. I mean, I remember when I did use it often. But I like to stick with what I know. So when I went to Beverly Hills and everybody was using this e-file, because we had to. It was provided by the salon. I liked it, and it was one of those salons where like we didn't have assigned seating. We had little boxes, and we had to carry our stuff around, and we had to check out e-files and stuff like that. So we needed portable ones. I couldn't be carrying around my big table drill. But at first, I was carrying around my big table drill because, you know, like I said, I like to stick with what I know. But then I got used to it. Let me see if this darn charger is around here. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, my charger, my e-file charger is here to save today, so I'm not gonna go missing on you guys. Not yet, at least. I'm gonna do the fill. I'm at least gonna do the fill for you guys. Let's see. What can I unplug to plug this charger in? I don't think I have to unplug anything. Okay. So, still need a fill. I saw a post recently that said something about like sanding bands are hard to find, and I'm with you when you're right, because good sanding bands used to be really easy to come by, the zebra sanding bands, and now all of a sudden it's not easy to find them. Good ones, at least. Like, you can find some zebra sanding bands, but some good ones you may not be able to find. So I'm just getting any gel out of my cuticle area because I know there's so much. I don't know if you guys can tell that I needed a fill a long time ago. And I have my e-file on low. Since I'm working around my natural nail, I'm going to do this first before I maintenance the rest of the nail. Which I'm not going to do much of because I'm going to do that afterwards. Or after the acrylic application. Just want to get this color up. Okay, so again, remember all this is gel polish and base coat, so it's going to take a second to kind of get up off of my natural nail. I didn't use any base coat under it. It's just sticking. Like, I didn't even expect the set to last. I thought it was either going to start lifting or I was going to have to redo it. But it hung in there. Maybe because I did so many layers. It's heavy. This poor nail is gonna need so much love. Okay, I am keeping my shape, but I've been thinking about changing it. I'm ready to change it already, but I'm keeping my shape for the sake of time. But maybe next fill, since this is a sculpted set, so I'm not having any issues with it. So maybe next fill, I'll cut it down to a coffin and rebalance it. But yeah, I need to get rid of my stilettos because they're not for me personally, and I don't know. I just have them on for the sake of having my nails on. But yeah, I'm a coffin or a tapered square. The only reason I want to go coffin instead of tapered square is because I'm just going to file these down into a new shape. And so I'm more likely to get a kind of tapered coffin than a tapered square, which I'm okay with, because as the coffin grows out, then I'll be able to widen the very tip and rebalance it back into a tapered square. Well, not back into, but into a tapered square. This is just to get off any polish that may still be there, or to kind of create more of a smooth surface, because that carbide bit, like I said, it does kind of create some bumps and grooves in the nail when you're removing the gel polish. And then you can go back and clean that up with a sanding band like this one. So this is a medium sanding band. Nothing special, just something I picked up quick from the nail supply. It's kind of like whatever nail supply you go to, that's whose sanding bands you gotta deal with. And then I'm just gonna kind of do a little bit of rebalancing at the same time. Except on this nail. This nail grows that way. And then at a point, there's literally nothing I could do about it. I can't even shape it anymore. So this nail just grows that way, and that's just how it goes. And I've accepted her, and she's a part of the family, and we don't treat her like she's any different. But that nail, I don't often do a rebalance on, because I'll start doing too much, because to like fix the shape and correct the direction. But that's just how that nail grows, and it's always been that way. I'm not gonna fight her. She's her own independent person. But the rest of my nails fall in line. So if any of my other nails are crooked, that's 100% my fault. I'm gonna do them sharp for you guys, but they're going to be kind of like not super sharp at the very end, because I got kids, and my 1-year-old, I poke her a lot actually. I've always been like, I'm good with my nails, I'm good with my kids, but this one, like my third one, I don't, like, she's hollering right now, I don't know if you guys can hear her, but my third one, like, she just is, she's Tarzan, she's Donnie Thornberry, she's James Bond, she's all that rolled into one. So I poke her a lot because she's always like running into me or attacking me. You guys know how toddlers are. Is she a toddler yet? She's a 1.5 years. I feel like toddler's like 2 to 4. That's a toddler. Like, I don't even feel like she's a toddler yet. I feel like she's just a terrorist. Okay, I should have a dust brush for this, but I'm using my towel. Okay, I gotta find my video and I gotta share it. Okay. Sorry, and then I don't know, guys. That took a long time. All right. Well, I'm all prepped. Well, basically all prepped. I'm going to apply some primer, and it's not a UV LED primer, but I still like to cure it in the lamp. I'm going to apply it with my 3D brush because I'm kind of low. I always start on my thumbs since I need my thumbs to dry first because I need them. I rather soak off than file down because it's like a less vigorous process. It does take longer, but I didn't have a soak off bowl like my last couple times removing my nails, so I did have to actually file them off, which I don't mind doing. If you have the right tools, the right e-file bits, it's not an issue. Okay, so I'm gonna set my hand in my lamp for a second and cure that primer. So I was swatching earlier, so my liquid is all murky, so don't be mad at me. I was swatching some dark blues, some navy blues, because that's what I want to do for fall. And yes, I'm thinking about fall already. I am going to be using this pink that I made. Everybody always asks me where my pink is from. I just made my pink. It's a random pink. And this is the pigment that I use. It's from Amazon, and I promise you I got it in 2019. So like, I really can't tell you that it's still on Amazon, but as you can see, I still have like a nice portion of it left, and I literally made like half a pound of this. I only poured a little bit of this pink shimmery mica pigment into some clear, shook it up real good, and it came out this color. My nails are all dusty, but it came out this color. So people are always asking me like, where'd you get that pink? And Like, I'm not gatekeeping. I just made it myself. I made it myself, and I don't know how to tell y'all how to make it. It's the acrylic supplier in me. Oh, but here's the name of it. Here's the name. I mean, if you could find it. It was from Amazon. I'm like 99% sure I got it from Amazon in like a pack of 30 of these or something like that. So it's just mica pigment. It's nothing special, and I didn't do anything special to make it. There it goes. Nice pretty pink. I made it because I didn't want to make a cover pink. I wanted to make like a translucent pink because I was tired of all the bases of my sets being clear, but I don't really like the bases to be like nude because I still like to see through my I like to see through whatever color is near my cuticle area, because that way I can see if there's any lifting or anything that I have to deal with. Oh, and then I'm gonna, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna do all that. I was going to encapsulate in, okay, hear me. I was gonna encapsulate with clear, but I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna go in with this pink, call it a day. Just get it as close to the cuticle area as possible and then blend it out. And then I'm gonna do another layer just because I'm not doing a clear coat to protect it. I'm gonna do another layer of pink so that when I file, I don't file away all of my pink. And it's warm in my house, not because it's hot outside, because it's hella hot outside, but like I'm one of those people that has like a space heater by me all year long, so my space heater is right next to me, so it's a little warm, so I have to use a little bit more liquid because my product's going to dry faster. Quick little fill. This one's not going to be as quick though. Now, some people fill the nail all the way to the tip. You can do that if you're doing like a rebalance or if you need to, but if you don't need to, you don't have to go all the way to the tip. Just as long as that cuticle area and those side walls are covered. Oh, my brush is acting dirty. I definitely should encapsulate since it's an ombre set. Oh, I dropped my bead. I should encapsulate since it's an ombre set, but I'm going to cover it up with a design anyway, a gel polish design. So I don't care too much about how the ombre looks underneath. I've had enough of this ombre. It's been on for like a month and a half now. Over it. Thanks for checking in, YouTube. I know it's been a long time since I've been live. I try to do better. I always say I'm going to do better, and I never do better. But I love you. It's the intention. So depending on who you are, what products you're using, what kind of clients you have, a fill can take longer than a full set. So it's up to you to understand your timing and your process and then price accordingly. If you hear old white people talking in the background, it's just the Targaryens. I was trying to catch up on the last episode, but I decided to do my nails instead. Okay, boom, filled in officially. It's about time. The other hand looks way worse. Well, all that dust in there, of course it does. Okay, back to filing like crazy. So I'm gonna use my 80 grit hand file. It's my favorite. It's from Carlash. This one's mine. It's a personal one, but the hand files that I use are from Carlash. I use the 80 grit. I used to use the 100 grit, but the 80 grit to me is just faster. If you know what you're doing, and if you're doing it safely, then there's nothing wrong with going lower on your grit or more abrasive. It's perfect for shaping. And they're from Amazon, if I didn't say that already. Carlash with a K. My towel keeps slipping. Dust everywhere. Now, I love my e-file, but it's just something about hand filing that makes me feel a lot more secure when it comes to shaping. I just feel like I have a lot more control over my hand file, And I can get into those spaces that the e-file can get into, just like the e-file can get into those spaces that the hand file can't get into. So my hand file and my e-file work together. You bet. The phone? It might be up there. You gotta check through all that stuff. You need the charger? Because I got the charger. It's plugged into the iPad. I'm sneaky? Oh, because I stole the charger? No, I told you I was still in the charger. I told you I was still in it. I've had it for like a week. Okay, I like your haircut. It's growing on me now. It's growing on me. Yeah. No kid jokes? Okay, no more. Okay, like 2 more before the night is up, and then I'm done. And maybe 1 more when you get home tomorrow, just because it'll be fresh. I got the reach. Okay. I don't know. It's just different. It's a breath of fresh air. Where's your boy? Your brush. Oh, I don't have that. I thought you gave it to your son. So it's easy to reshape them or get them back into shape since they're stilettos, which I feel like is always an easy shape to do. Remember, this nail grows out crooked, so don't judge her. She's still a part of the family. She grows in a different direction than the rest of us. When I first put the set on, she grows straight, but then after a while she starts going that way. You can't really tell in the video, so that's a good thing, but she's definitely, you know, curving. Like after about 2 fills, there's nothing I can do about it. This is like the third fill. The first one I don't think I had to do, but I just did it because I felt like I needed to do a fill soon, but I wasn't going to do a fill soon. So I just kind of did it early. Hey y'all, thanks for checking in. My dad called me yesterday because he wants to be TikTok famous or something. And he was just like trying to get pointers and stuff for me. And then at one point in the conversation, I was like, Dad, you know people pay me for this information. Like, people pay me by the hour for this information. And you're sitting here getting it for free. And the only reason why I checked him is because he was calling me all types of smart asses and telling me how he was like, well, I got 1,000 followers just not doing anything at all. I was like, yeah, Dad, so what happens when you put in some effort and you do some more? You can get way more than 1,000 followers. You can start getting paid that way, and like you can start connecting with an audience and yada yada yada. And he was like, I didn't ask you to be a smart ass. And I'm like, you don't even have to be on my phone right now for free. So now I'm going live, and I'm thinking about going live on TikTok later, but I don't know. I don't need my dad showing up and cussing me out. All right, so now I'm going back in with that medium sanding band, and I'm just going to blend in the cuticle area. And get the rest of the nail nice and tidy. Make sure it doesn't look like mountain ranges and Subway sandwiches. Get it all nice and even and flush. Seal the cuticle area. I feel like the longest part of this process is prep, like gel removal or acrylic removal and the prep process. Definitely the longest part. And then everything after that is usually a breeze. Because during prep you have to deal with like lifting and rebalancing and stuff. And these aren't tips. This is a sculpted set, so I'm just going to keep on filling it and filling it and filling it until I can't anymore, or until I get bored and I need a curved set and I gotta put my tips back on, which you guys know always happens. But I'm trying to keep these on for as long as possible. And again, this is a medium sanding band. I'm just using it to blend and seal the cuticle area. All right, nice and filled in. One last shape up with the hand file. Ouch, I already poked myself. Now, if you still want to make like your cuticle area more flush than that, or like you don't feel like it's flat enough, then use a cone bit. That's cone, like ice cream cone. Put it on low and use